Okay, practice it once. See, I propose that you try to change the angle back here more. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Let's see if you can finish just like that. See, look, 3 o'clock. Your arm is straighter too, by the way.
Yeah.
Before, your right elbow was more bent. So you've got it above the 3 o'clock line. You've a positive angle already. Working into 90. Well, that looks amazing, doesn't it? Right
much
there.
Better.
So we have 2 kinds of torque here that we're talking about.
Right.
It's not real. It's more complicated than this. But it's more perceptual that you have kind of a passive squaring, which a lot of people say that they feel like they don't use their hands, that they turn their body and everything's great.
Yeah.
And that's their perception, and to some extent they're right in that we have this passive torque from the body turning and the handle moving, and it does help whip the club around. But then we definitely have, we know this from all the studying being done, we know that we have the actually taking the wrist and forearm muscles and throwing the club, that has to be done, or else we'd leave the club face like 30 degrees open. So the people who say that you don't use your hands actively, they just are wrong, and they have to admit it. It's a great feeling to have. If your handle path is so good that you feel so relaxed through impact, that's a great feeling to have. I know what they're talking about. Oh, that's the best one of all, I think. And you see this one is above the shoulder.
Right.
So that's what we eventually want to marry together, these 2 skills of both. So you see how much straighter that handle is there.
Yeah.
That it's like the rocket put in the little thrust and thrust away from the circle.
Right.
And that's what ends you up above the shoulder there. And see there, you can already tell you're across, and then you get pointing rightward. So we know that the handle path is already fallen apart. Okay, so left, pause, left. Yep. Left, left. Cool. Left, pause, left. Left, left. Okay, so all of these are, you would think that if you had a perfect handle path circling around you at a constant, kind of a constant circle, or rate of curve, you might say, and your enemy is when your rate of curve, all of a sudden you lose it, and all of a sudden it looks like it goes curved to straight. If you start getting this perfect and the ball is leaking right on you, you would think, oh, okay, well then it would start to be obvious what piece is missing now.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, these feel like cut swings.
And so whenever you're ready now, whenever this feels that, right, the active crossing over torque, the active pulling is like almost like a negative. It's negating what you're trying to do here. It's acting, as you do this, the club head wants to fall negatively back around the arc, the opposite way. Yeah. And so to some extent it's negating. So the better you get at doing this, it'll feel like it goes over easier. Yep, yeah, that's it. That's it. Turn the toe over ridiculously. You can't do it enough right now. Okay, good. You know that the better the handle path gets, so first of all, yes, you're applying speed by doing this, because the torque that you're doing isn't just causing the face to square, but it's also causing the head to accelerate.
Yeah, more clubhead speed.
But also the more left will cause more acceleration too. So all of this together, the better that you can get both of these torques, the speed becomes higher than you intended. Without a ball, but point yourself out there at arm at 3 o'clock. Yeah, so what we see in the video is, let's see, we see a little more of this.
Yeah.
And we actually see, we see this. We see the club shaft pointing down as this is, we see this. And so you're applying actually on your own a negative torque instead of to here. Slow as you have to go to do it. Just be free and hold the finish. Cool. Let's do that again. Okay, practice it once. See, I propose that you try to change the angle back here more. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Let's see if you can finish just like that. See, look, 3 o'clock. Your arm is straighter too, by the way.
Yeah.
Before, your right elbow was more bent. So you've got it above the 3 o'clock line. You've a positive angle already. Working into 90. Well, that looks amazing, doesn't it? Right
much
there.
Better.